I came back to life. I was gone, then I came alive. Thought it all was over.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the show. I'm Susan McCord, your host.
And I'm Andrea Wesley, your co-host.
We want to talk today about something I just found out about. I've never heard of this. It's called the Situationship.
Yes.
Okay, now I thought maybe Jersey Shores was coming back or something because there's some guy named The Situation on there. So I don't know anything about this. Andrea, when I sort of brought it up on the phone, like she said, oh God, yeah, I know all about it. So I'm going to let her talk about what it is.
There's casual sex, there's friends with benefits, and then there's situationship, which is what comes before relationship, except it's kind of like the friends with benefits situation where...
Okay, so what separates friends with benefits to... What separates those two?
Well, basically, with a situationship, it's like a mock relationship. You get all the benefits of the relationship except for the parts of the relationship that signify commitment. Basically, you go on dates, you go to movies, you go to dinner, maybe you go bowling, you sleep together.
Oh, so you do have dates.
You do have dates. Situationships usually become situationships when you've started dating someone and you've been dating them for a few months without commitment being mentioned. It then turns into a situationship. Is
this reciprocated?
Usually one party is too afraid to say something and therefore the other party allows it to drag on to this stage. It's kind of like the new friend zone. You know how they say like the guy can't escape the friend zone when he's put there? The situationship is a zone you can't really escape.
Yeah. I get it now.
Yeah. So
basically it's a glorified friends with benefits because you're actually dating. Because friends with benefits is more like you do a few things together, but most of it's just sexual. What does somebody do then not to get into a situationship? They have to speak up quickly?
You have to speak up. Yeah, you have to speak up after a certain amount of time. Like, you know, feel it out yourself. But maybe unless you want to be in it, unless you want to be, maybe two people have just gotten out of a relationship and kind of miss having a relationship, but don't want to kind of get to that committed stage. This is the most beneficial type of situation a person who has commitment phobia could be in.
But if for both people who have commitment phobia, we work it out.
Ideally, it would be two people. Yeah, because if one person...
I think I had one of these once.
Really?
I think so.
I think I've ended up in situations like this, situationships like this, but I didn't want to be there.
Well, I think down the road, if one person falls in love, because, okay, are you in love or just big love? You really like them.
You really like them.
Right. There's not love. Yeah, I think this can happen quite easily if you're doing a long distance relationship. It becomes very, you know, you get comfortable with them and you go, I really like them. But you don't actually have to introduce them to anybody. And they don't have to introduce you because you're always on the road meeting up. You can have little rendezvous. So that can happen very quickly. So if you are doing long distance, be very careful that you don't allow that to happen if you want more of a commitment. Well, thank you for clearing that up because I've had a lot of people ask me about it lately and I go, I don't know, sounds like friends with benefits to me. But there's actual other...
It's a step up from friends with benefits. Yeah. It's a progression. There's different zones now.
Okay, one question before we go.
Yeah.
If you find yourself in a situationship, if you did say something about it, do you think it could go into a committed relationship?
It could, but it's as rare as that guy getting out of the friend zone.
Well, there you have it. Thanks for your honesty.
You're welcome.
Okay, there you go. So be careful.
Yes.
Have a little bit of a talk before it gets too long if you want to commit. That's all we have for you. So thanks so much. Bye, everyone.